Hello you lot, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to show you how to make a treat, a sweet treat for Christmas. I'm going to make salted caramel Rolos. So before we start, I want to do a shout out for another Patreon super fan. Well, actually, his girls, his daughters, who are Nina and Julia Mondin. So hello girls, didn't expect that, did you? And also to Veronica, who wanted me to make a sort of cosy ambient video of, you know, us and some friends sitting around a dining table with an open fire and lots of shiny sparkling glasses and clinking and happy chatter and all that stuff like that. And I'd love to do that, but we don't have the resources, for one thing. We can't do it in this house. It's not, well, we haven't got a coal fire, so that's knocked on the head. But yeah, maybe next year we can work something out with one of the local boozers. We'll see. And the real reason I'm doing this is it's been well requested as a Christmas gift for the father of our son's girlfriend. Yeah, so I don't know what that makes him in relation to us, but you know, he's that bloke who really likes sweet things. So salted caramel Rolos, they certainly are sweet things and they're delicious. I actually made them about 5 years ago. And you know, technically you can't call them Rolos because that's trademark, but you know what I mean. It's a cylinder, a hollow cylinder of chocolate filled with caramel and with a chocolate lid on. And the saying goes, who do you love enough to give your last Rolo to? Good question. Anyway, you do need some moulds to do this, and I don't actually have any circular ones. I used to have, but I don't know where they are. So I'm using this, which is actually an ice cube tray, and it's got squidgy silicone bottom. So they'll be like little square rectangle things. But you know, they'll taste the same, they'll be fabulous. So, if you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, make a donation, become a patron on Patreon, if you like, and all of that. So, yeah, let's get on with it. Right, it's actually pretty straightforward and quick and easy to make salted caramel. Honest. Ingredients, I've got 300 grams of granulated sugar, 150 grams of double cream, heavy cream, and 150 grams of, I meant to do that, unsalted butter, and also a teaspoon of coarse sea salt, flaky salt. And then for the shells, chocolate. We'll come to that later. So the sugar, this is just your ordinary granulated sugar. You can use caster sugar, you could use dark sugar or demerara sugar, or you know, anything you like really. But with white sugar you can see when the colour changes, and that's quite important in not messing it up. Anyway, so let's begin. Oh, the other thing, if you add more cream, that will make it more like a sauce. We want a fairly viscous caramel to go in our chockies, so not too much cream. So pop the sugar in a pan with a bit of water and then gently heat it to dissolve the sugar in the water, and continue heating until it turns kind of golden. But very important, don't stir it because you could make the caramel crystallise. And when your sugar is golden and caramelly, pop the butter in. Be careful because it might splutter and burn you. So yeah. And then take it off the heat and stir in the cream. And you want to leave it to cool somewhat and then add the salt. Right, there's my caramel pretending to be a jug of gravy. So I just need that to cool down. There's my salt, which I haven't put in yet. And here are my ice cube trays. So for the chocolate casing, I've got chocolate. This is, I've actually got 300 grams and I've got no idea how much I'll really need. So we'll start with one. This is 54% cocoa solids, so that's somewhere like halfway between very dark bitter chocolate and your regular milk chocolate, so that should be okay. So you need to melt your chocolate, and we do it in the microwave. So break your chocolate into chunks, but reserve about 5 or 6 chunks for at the end, where we dissolve this in the melted chocolate, and it helps it kind of align the I don't know, chakras or something, so that you get like tempered chocolate and it comes out nice and glossy and hard and crisp. So to start off with, put the chocolate in a microwave safe bowl and just give it 30 seconds on high power. Then stir it, put it back in, give it another 20 seconds, stir it, give it another 20 seconds. Keep on doing that till it's all melted. Okay, so it's all melty, and we'll just pop in the reserved bits, stir those in, and we want the residual heat from the melted chocolate to melt those. Now I'm just going to oil the inside of these ice cube things, because I've got an idea it might stick. It won't stick to the silicone, but the sides are just regular plastic. Okay, the residual chocolate is almost melted. Spoon chocky into your moulds, and this can get very messy. It's not running enough to coat the inside of the mould, so I think what I need to do is get a pan of water boiling on there and just sit this on it. Well, that was a stupid idea. The thing about ice cube trays is they're designed for cold, they're not designed for hot temperatures. So I've completely wrecked this. I've you know, it's developed a bend. Some of the silicone down here is distorted, and some of the plastic up here is just melted completely. Anyway, so yeah, abandoned that and just done it in the microwave and spread it out with a little spoon. Right, they're all fully coated all the way around, so I'm going to put those in the freezer for about 10-15 minutes, and then take them out, and I'll be able to see a bit more clearly where it's too thin or there are actual holes. Caramel is nice and cool, so I'm going to put in the salt. Okay, I've patched up all the holes that I can see. Okay, that actually looks like the stuff you get in a Rolo, so I'm happy. I've just wiped all the excess filling off the edges, and I'm going to whack that in the freezer to see if we can get it to solidify enough that we can float chocolate on it. I know what I mean. Right, that's cool. So we just want to cover them with chocolate. I'm going to see if I can get these things out. Ooh. Okay. Actually slightly broke it there. Oh yeah. The top of that got bashed because it, yeah, fell on the worktop. Alright, let's try again. Oh yeah, no, actually the tops are getting broken because, you know, I'm pushing that, and there's resistance around the edges and they don't want to come out. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, I think this has turned out to be a bit of a disaster, because well, because it has, because I can't get them out without without breaking them. We'll just have to eat a load of broken salted caramel Rolos. It's a shame. Anyway, I've got more chocolate, and I found these in the cupboard. These are proper moulds, they are silicone all the way through, so I should be able to squidge them without breaking them. Alright, there we go. We'll put our unmelted bits in. Wait for those to melt, and then we'll pop it in the, well, what should we call them? Dimples. Alright, these are chilled. I'm just going to trim off the top nice and neat. There's my caramel, which I've just had in the microwave for a bit to just to, well, melt the butter that kind of solidified on top. because this is actually meant to be a proper mould, it's much easier to trim the top edge flat. And now we fill it with caramel and just trying to leave a teeny little gap at the top where the bottom chocolate will fit in. Okay, melted the last of the chocolate and we'll just splat that on. Right, let's see if this works any better. Yes! Oh yeah! Right, I'll carefully get these out and we'll see what we got. Oh, wow, I'm exhausted. Anyway, that was a bit of a challenge, but I got 16 successful ones and 2 broken ones, so that's not bad. That's it. Taste test time later. And now it's taste test time with Mrs. KeefCooks. Don't do that.
I'm sure as long as I don't do this, it'll be fine.
Whatever. Have a sweetie.
Happy Christmas. Look at this. Isn't this lovely? So, oh yeah. Somebody started that one.
Anyway.
He's made these at special request. I don't know if he told you.
I did. Yes. Can we have Rolos that are shaped like little nuclear reactors?
It's more than a mouthful. Hang on. I'll get your stunt double to stand there while you're chewing.
No, it's just the chocolate's really thick at the top because, you know, the way I made it. Now what you're doing?
Not complaining.
Okay, right. Salted caramel Rolos. Brilliant. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Stealing the show.
He's got great hip action if you put the batteries in.
Haven't we all?